What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously here once again. I am here to do my Backlash 2021 predictions. Now, Backlash happens this Sunday live on WWE's new streaming service Peacock from the Thunderdome once again in Tampa, Florida. Now, this card for Backlash this year is as of right now small, but it packs a huge punch from top to bottom. Now, as of right now, we have 5 big matches on the card, and we have 5 big titles on the line. So I am extremely excited to do my Backlash predictions for you guys this year, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into Backlash this year after our last WWE pay-per-view, which was the Elimination Chamber, we went 4-2. So our overall record coming in is 249, 115, and 1. So we're coming in extremely hot, folks, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video we will continue the red hot winning ways. We're on a 10 pay-per-view winning streak. Hopefully in this video we make it number 11. Hopefully. And hope you guys will be able to watch this video and all the fantastic videos I'll be putting up on the channel in the month of May this year. And as always, show your support on the channel as always, guys, by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, guys, as a first time viewer, this is your first video, boy, pick to go. And if you're a huge fan of the WWE like myself, and you're ready for Backlash from the Thunderdome in Tampa, Florida. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is... Whoop, whoop, again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Now, if they do add any other matches to this card, which is a guarantee that they will, I'll have them all in the comment section down below. But I'm going to do the 5 big matches that have already been determined. Let's start off with the first matchup. It is for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. Starting off with the challengers. They are looking to make WWE history and become the next and first ever father-son Smackdown Tag Team Champions. They are the team of Dominic and Rey Mysterio. And the Mysterios are challenging the reigning and defending Smackdown Tag Team Champions. They are the team of Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. They are the Dirty Dogs, if you will. Now, this is a huge opportunity for Dominic and Rey Mysterio, a chance to make WWE history, a chance to become the first ever father-son Smackdown Tag Team Champions. And it's crazy to think WWE has never had a father-son duo be the Tag Team Champions. We've seen cousins become Tag Team Champions. We've seen brothers become Tag Team Champions. But we've never seen a father and his son become the Tag Team Champions in the WWE. So this is a huge opportunity, especially for Rey Mysterio, to tag team with his son Dominic and win the Tag Team Championships together. Their side, you have the Dirty Dog squad of Ziggler and Roode looking to continue their reign as the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. They've been the champions since January 8th of this year, and they're looking to continue their run as the SmackDown Tag Team Champs with a victory here. So, coming from me in this first matchup for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, this one's a tough pick because I like Ziggler and Roode, the Dirty Dogs. I think they're a great tag team. It just sucks that this tag team division in the WWE is almost non-existent. It's not really, there's not a lot of tag teams in the WWE. That's why the tag team division is really non-existent. But coming from me, I am going to go with Dominic and Rey Mysterio to become the new and first ever father-son SmackDown Tag Team Champions and defeat the Dirty Dogs. And now the next matchup. It is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Starting off with the challenger. She is the former longest reigning 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion, looking to regain the gold here. She is the role model Bayley. And Bayley is challenging the 19th and reigning and defending SmackDown Women's Champion. She is the EST of WWE. She is Bianca Belair. Now, this is the third one-on-one meeting between Bayley and Bianca Belair. The series is tied 1-1. So whoever wins this will break the tie and be the SmackDown Women's Champion. Now, Bayley's last victory over Bianca Belair happened on SmackDown on December 18th of last year, and Belair's last victory over Bayley happened on January 29th of this year on Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. So these two have not met on pay-per-view, and this is their first ever meeting for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, starting off with Bayley, first is a big opportunity for a chance to regain the SmackDown Women's title that she lost to Sasha Banks at Hell in a Cell last year in October, and a chance to show that she is the role model of SmackDown and the leader of the SmackDown Women's division if she can once again be the SmackDown SmackDown Women's Champion. She already holds the record for the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion in SmackDown history. Now she's just looking to stack her women's title total. There is that you have Bianca Belair looking to start her first reign as a SmackDown Women's Champion, and she's looking to make her first title defense on pay-per-view a successful one. Now, Bianca Belair went on to win the Royal Rumble this year and went on to defeat Sasha Banks in the main event of WrestleMania 37 Night 1 to become the SmackDown Women's Champion, and now this is her first real test as SmackDown Women's Champion to face a former Women's Champion, the longest reigning Women's Champion in SmackDown history. And we're going to see if she's going to sink or swim. But we know a lot of people, including myself, think that Bianca Belair is the future of the WWE. She is the EST of the WWE. And this match, we'll see if she can prove that. So coming from me, in this huge matchup for the SmackDown Women's Championship, this one's tough because Bayley is a good challenge for Bianca Belair in her first title defense since winning the belt. So this one should be a good one, but coming from me, I am going to go with the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship by any means and defeat Bayley. And now the next matchup. It is a triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. Starting off with the challengers. First, she is a former two-time Raw Women's Champion looking to regain the gold. She is the Empress of Tomorrow. She is Asuka. Next, she is a former four-time Raw Women's Champion and a multiple-time Women's Champion. She is the Queen, Charlotte Flair. And Asuka and Charlotte Flair are challenging the 19th and reigning and defending Raw Women's Champion. She is the Nightmare Queen, Rhea Ripley. Now this matchup could definitely be a show stealer because you got three of the top women on Monday Night Raw fighting for the Raw Women's Championship. Now starting off with Asuka first is a big opportunity for a chance to regain the Raw Women's title that she lost at WrestleMania 37 Night 2 over Rhea Ripley, and a chance to show that nobody is ready for Asuka. There is how you have Charlotte Flair, who got this opportunity thanks to Sonya Deville, and for me, I think Charlotte Flair deserved to be in this triple threat match because, again, Charlotte challenged Asuka first before Rhea Ripley came in and got this opportunity at WrestleMania. And Charlotte wasn't at WrestleMania because of COVID, and she got indefinitely suspended by the WWE and Adam Pearce. Then Sonya Deville came in as the the lieutenant, I don't want to say like a lieutenant general manager to Adam Pearce, and reinstated Charlotte Flair and then put her into this women's championship match. And a chance for Charlotte Flair to stack up her total of women's championships and become a 5-time Raw Women's Champion. There is that you have Rhea Ripley, the reigning Raw Women's Champion, looking to start her first reign as champion, and she's looking to make her first title defense on pay-per-view a successful one. But what a stacked deck against Rhea Ripley. I mean, she was going to go against Asuka a couple weeks ago before Charlotte was added into the match. Now Rhea Ripley has to find a way to win against two former Raw Women's Champions. And she doesn't even have to lose she can lose the belt without even being pinned, which is a huge disadvantage for champions. And for me, this is a big matchup for Rhea Ripley because she just came to Raw, she won the Raw Women's title, and now she is getting thrown into this triple threat match against one of the greatest women's champions of all time, Charlotte Flair, and the Empress of Tomorrow. Now, for me, I think Asuka is the odd woman out. I think she's the one that's going to get pinned, but there's three options that could happen. One of the options, Charlotte beats Asuka, becomes the Raw Women's Champion. Second option, Rhea Ripley defeats Asuka and retains the Raw Women's Championship. Or option number 3, Charlotte beats Rhea Ripley and Charlotte becomes Raw Women's Champion. But for me, I think Charlotte is going to win the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. I'll even guarantee it right here and right now, folks. I guarantee you Charlotte Flair will win the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match next month at Money in the Bank on June 20th. Because that's the only thing she has not won in the WWE. She's won the Royal Rumble. She's won the Raw Women's title. She's won the Smackdown Women's title. The Women's Tag Team Championships. She's won all these different titles. But the one thing she hasn't held is the Money in the Bank briefcase. And with Charlotte holding that briefcase, she can cash it in anytime, anywhere, against a vulnerable champion. And that's what Money in the Bank is all about. But I think, and I'll say it again, I'll guarantee you Charlotte Flair is going to win the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match this year at Money in the Bank. So coming from me in this triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship, I am going to go with the Nightmare Queen Rhea Ripley to retain the Raw Women's Championship by any means and defeat Asuka and Charlotte Flair. And now the next matchup. It is another triple threat match, but this time it is for the WWE Championship. Starting off with the challengers. First, he is a former Universal Champion looking to win his first WWE Championship. He is the man that says you better get these hands because it's time to get on board the BS Express because it is the monster among men, Braun Strowman. Next, you have a former two-time WWE Champion looking to become a three-time WWE Champion here at Backlash. He is the Scottish Warrior and the Chosen One. He is Drew McIntyre. And Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre are challenging the reigning and defending and only the second African-American born WWE Champion. He is the Chief Hurt Officer of the Hurt Business. He'll be accompanied by MVP. He is the almighty WWE Champion. He is Bobby Lashley. Now, this matchup could definitely be another show stealer, just like that triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. But this is for the most prestigious belt in the WWE today, the WWE Championship. Now, starting off with Braun Strowman first, he earned this opportunity by defeating Drew McIntyre a couple days ago on Monday Night Raw, and he has been thrust upon this opportunity, a chance that he has not had since he's come to Monday Night Raw. He's coming off his big victory over Shane McMahon in that steel cage match at WrestleMania. And a lot of people don't agree that Braun Strowman deserves to be in this match, but we needed something. We could not have Lashley and Lashley and Drew McIntyre again because we saw it at WrestleMania. We needed something different here at Backlash. So Braun Strowman being in this matchup, I'm totally fine with, but I think he's not going to walk out the WWE Champion. So rest assured on that. Then you have the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, looking to regain the WWE title that he lost at the Elimination Chamber after Bobby Lashley attacked him and miscashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase. And then we all saw what happened at WrestleMania, the first match of the night, with Drew McIntyre passing out to the Hurt Lock by Bobby Lashley after the distraction from MVP. We've seen Donovan Dijak and the other guy, I forgot the dreadlocks guy. He was a commentator for Raw, attacking Drew. So we don't know if Dijak and Dio Madden is part of the Hurt Business. We don't know. But it's a chance for the Scottish Warrior to once again walk out the WWE Champion. He was the champion here last year, ironically enough, facing the reigning WWE Champion now, Bobby Lashley. There you said you have the almighty WWE Champion, Bobby Lashley, looking to start his first reign as the WWE Champion. He's looking to make his second title defense on pay-per-view a successful one. Now, Bobby Lashley won the title on Monday Night Raw over The Miz in a Lumberjack match, realizing his 17-year dream to become the WWE Champion. And he's only the second ever African-American born WWE Champion. Kofi was the first, Bobby Lashley was the second. And any person that's watched Bobby Lashley's career throughout the years, from his first days on Smackdown in 2005 to seeing him now in 2021, a lot of people are happy that Bobby is the WWE Champion, including myself. But history at Backlash makes him not a very slight underdog. Now, here is a dangerous fact. The WWE title has been defended 14 times at Backlash. The WWE title has only changed hands 6 times. WWE champions here are 6, 6, 1. Now, the last time the WWE title changed hands here at Backlash was the night that Jinder Mahal shocked the world and beat Randy Orton in 2017 to be the WWE Champion. Now, the last time the WWE title was successfully defended here at Backlash, ironically enough, was last year at Backlash when Drew McIntyre defended the WWE title and successfully defended it against Bobby Lashley. So the roles are definitely reversed. Bobby Lashley is now the WWE Champion at Backlash, and Drew and Braun Strowman are looking to knock him off that pedestal. Because again, this triple threat match was the same way Bobby Lashley lost his U.S. title to Matt Riddle. So Bobby Lashley could lose the WWE title without even being pinned. So that is a huge stipulation. Because again, if Drew beats Braun, Drew's the WWE Champion, and Bobby Lashley's out of the equation. He loses the belt without even getting pinned. So the pressure is on the Almighty to walk out and remain the WWE Champion. So coming from me in this monstrous triple threat match for the WWE title, this one's tough because it's either going to be down to Drew and Bobby. I think Strowman is going to take the pin, but the question is who's going to pin Braun Strowman to either retain or become the new WWE Champion. So coming from me, I am going to go with the almighty WWE Champion Bobby Lashley to retain the WWE title by any means and defeat Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman in a colossal banger. And now, the main event. It is for the Universal Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is a former PWG Heavyweight Champion. He is a former 2-time Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion. He is a former 5-time Raw Tag Team Champion. A former 2-time Smackdown Tag Team Champion. He is a former United States Champion, and he's looking to finally become the Universal Champion. He is the Swiss Superman, the Swiss Cyborg, the King of Swing. He is Cesaro. And Cesaro is challenging the reigning, defending, undisputed 2-time Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world. He'll be accompanied by his business advocate Paul Heyman and his right-hand man, main event, Jey Uso. He is the tribal chief, the man that sits at the head of the table. He is Roman Reigns. Now, this is only the third one-on-one meeting between Cesaro and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has won the last 2 meetings over Cesaro, and their last one-on-one meeting happened on December 11th of 2017 on Monday Night Raw for the Intercontinental title. So these two have not met one-on-one in over 4 years, and this is the first time they're meeting on pay-per-view. Now, starting off with Cesaro first, Cesaro earned this opportunity after he defeated Seth Rollins this past week on Old School SmackDown, thanks to Teddy Long, and Cesaro's getting his first ever Universal Championship opportunity. His first world title opportunity since Cesaro has been in the WWE. And it's crazy to think, this guy has been here for this long, and this is his first world title opportunity. That's crazy. For a guy who has busted his ass in this company, he's also been a Paul Heyman guy. If you guys remember the night after WrestleMania 30, he aligned himself with Paul Heyman. And we all know where that went. That went absolutely nowhere. And the fact that WWE has really squandered Cesaro's singles career and stacking up his tag team career, it's pretty shocking. I mean, this is a guy who can swing almost anybody. He's the man who won the first ever Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And the fact that this is only his first opportunity at the world title, he should have had at least 4 or 5 world title opportunities in his career in the WWE. And he should have been WWE champion at least twice or Universal champion at least twice. But this is, again, a huge opportunity. Only his second one-on-one, his first huge main event match. And his matchup against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania was great. We got to see the UFO, which WWE just kept repeating and showing it all the time, almost killing the whole gimmick. But and anybody who knows, the Swiss Superman is a Superman. He does things that would shock the world, and this would really be the biggest shock if he can walk out the Universal Champion. Their side, you have Roman Reigns looking to continue his amazing run as the Universal Champion. He has been champion since August 30th of last year, where he won the belt at Payback. He's been champion for 250 plus days, and he has taken on all comers in this monstrous reign as Universal Champion. I mean, he's beaten Daniel Bryan. He even put Daniel Bryan out of the WWE after he defeated him a couple weeks ago on SmackDown. He's beaten Kevin Owens multiple times. He's beaten Jey Uso. He's beaten so many other people. He's beaten Edge and Daniel Bryan in one match, which a lot of people thought he was going to lose the belt at WrestleMania this year, but he showed he gets it done. And as this shirt says, Roman Reigns shows up and wins every time. And I'm just going to say it right here and right now, folks. Nobody's going to beat Roman Reigns until next year's WrestleMania. I just don't see anybody on that roster that can even keep up with Roman Reigns. I mean, with his guillotine choke, the Superman punch, just the music he's got, the new music. If you guys haven't heard Roman Reigns' new music, it is a banger. It feels like a Shao Kahn final boss music for him, and it just fits his character as the tribal chief, and you better damn well acknowledge him. He is the head of the table. He is our tribal chief, and he's looking to show that he is still the man on SmackDown, the best thing in the WWE right now, and he's looking to remain the Universal Champion. So, coming from me in this monstrous main event match for the Universal Championship between the tribal chief and the King of Swing, oh, this one could be really good. This could be a Match of the Year candidate this year, and we have had a lot of them in 2021. 2021 in wrestling has been amazing for wrestling fans like myself, wrestling YouTubers like myself. This has been a great year, and I feel like this matchup is going to be another match on this amazing 2021 Match of the Year candidate list. Now, I wouldn't be mad if Cesaro wins this. I like Cesaro. I think he's talented, even though Vince McMahon doesn't think he was talented. When you heard that podcast back in 2014, when he said he doesn't have the mic skills, so he doesn't have it. But Cesaro now has it. But do I think he can walk out the Universal Champion? It's not going to be easy, but coming from me, I'm going to go with the man that I've been supporting this year, and the man that does this, that shows up and wins. And that is the Tribal Chief and yours, Roman Reigns, to retain the Universal Championship by any means and defeat Cesaro in a banger. And those are my Backlash 2021 predictions. Now, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video today. Comment below. Who do you see winning that huge main event match for the Universal Championship between Cesaro and Roman Reigns? Who do you see winning the 2 triple threat matches? First for the WWE title between Strowman, McIntyre, and Lashley. And the second triple threat match for the Raw Women's title between Asuka, Charlotte, and Rhea Ripley. Who do you see winning the SmackDown Tag Team titles between the Mysterios and the Dirty Dogs? And who do you see walking out the SmackDown Women's Champion between Bayley and Bianca Belair? Let me know all of your picks and your opinions in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments and your opinions are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're just a few subscribers away from the huge 900 mark. And YouTube tells me that nearly 50% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So let's change that. If you're a fan of professional wrestling when it comes to the WWE, NXT, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Ring of Honor, and if you're a professional sports fan when it comes to the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, college football, college basketball, super kick that subscribe button. It's free. Become part of this bigger, dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys next week for my official 2021 NBA playoffs, first round predictions, and my 2021 Stanley Cup playoffs, first round predictions. Later days, guys. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe and peace.